Welcome to PALMS. Yay! PALMS is a group we just started here at Lakeview Middle School. PALMS stands for Parents of Middle Schoolers. Now, who are we? We are parents of middle schoolers, which includes moms and dads, stepmoms and stepdads, grandparents, adoptive parents, foster parents, caring relatives, and caring friends. If you are parenting a Lakeview student in any way, you belong in this group. So we meet together on Friday mornings here at school from 9 to 10 a.m. for about an hour. That was decided based on what you all said in that survey, the best time and day to meet for most of you. And we will pretty much always be here in the media center. I'm Josette Dvorak, and your kids call me Ms. D. I'm the mental health therapist here. My parents are from the Philippines. I was born there but spent most of my life in California until 2021 when my family moved to Greenville. My husband Robert and I have two boys, a 19-year-old and a middle schooler who's 13. And I'm so thankful to be here. And now we're going to get to know each other. So what I want you to do is pair up two people per group, and you can pair up with the person next to you or the person across the room from you, but two people per group. Okay, I'll give you a minute to do that. Now you will interview your partner and you will find two things about them. You'll find out their name and one or two interesting or unique facts about them. So I'll give you about 5 minutes to do that. All right, go ahead. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and I've heard some good chatter out there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go around and everybody will introduce their partner and give us their name and one or two interesting facts. And we'll start right here to my left. Well, that was wonderful. Thank you very much. You guys did a great job. Yay! Now here are our goals for today. So we just got to know each other a little bit, and I'll be going over our purpose and then our schedule for the next couple weeks. We'll be talking about our code, which is kind of like ground rules for the meetings, and then the acknowledgement is just something you can read on your own. I'll just have it on the screen. Okay, so now our purpose. As you probably know already, our purpose is to be a sort of support group for parents of middle schoolers. We want this to be a safe place, a place where we can just come and hang out and learn. And our kids aren't here, so we can kind of talk about them if we need to. And we can also just be with people that understand what we're going through because we're all in this together as middle school parents. Every week we'll be going through a different topic. Maybe we'll have a guest speaker, or I'll speak about it, or one of the faculty or staff will speak about it. But these are topics that either you all have suggested or we've come up with together, and things that will just help us to increase our knowledge. Sometimes when things are happening at our school, such as schedule changes or announcements or changes in personnel, something like that, we can talk about it here too and just get the right information and the correct information rather than just rumors. And we can also talk about how we feel about it and maybe make some suggestions to the faculty and staff if we have something that we're all really interested or wanting them to know. Being a parent of a middle schooler can be isolating sometimes. They don't need us as much, or at least they think they don't. This could be a good way to help you get plugged into the Lakeview community too. Try and say hi to each other at school concerts and baseball games. I can't say it enough, we're all in this together. As I said before, a good part of each meeting will be spent educating ourselves on certain topics that would be useful to parents of middle schoolers like us. These are topics either you've suggested or I've come up with. There are a lot, and we probably won't get to them all, but if anything stands out to you, please let me know, and I'll try to make it happen. I'll just highlight a few of them now. We all want our kids to have good friends, right? Well, this is a quote from Lydia Romano, who wrote a journal article about it. And she says, we need to show our kids how to have good friendships by having good friendships ourselves. Same thing goes with social values. If we want our kids to have good social values, we need to show those same good social values ourselves. Well, we'll get more into this when we learn about this topic in a couple of weeks. Grades are a big concern for us. Who wants their kid to do well in school? Raise your hand. That's right, we all do. Did you know that just by being here, your kid has a better chance at good grades? Because you're involved. Yay! A lot of times parents don't get involved unless their kid is in trouble. But if we're finding out who their teachers are, know about their homework, if we take school seriously, they will too. And we'll talk more about this soon. Phones. In his article, Mr. Anwar talks about the physical problems kids are having because of phones. Ever heard of thoracic kyphosis? It's when your neck is bent forward for a long time, round shoulders, slouching. Does that posture sound familiar? Neck problems, eye problems, back problems, sleep problems. Kids are having less energy because they're sitting inside, being on their phones. And then, of course, there's the danger of social media. And here's a question. How many of us could go without our phones for a whole day or even a whole hour? That's something we'll be talking about and something to think about. Our schedule coming up next week, the joys and challenges of parenting. And then the week after that, about gaming. Is my child addicted? And then after that, how to deal with bullies. And now comes the fun part, which is our code of conduct. Basically, the rules that we're all going to be following as we meet together every week. We would love to keep this a safe space. So that means, people will be sharing some personal things. And if we could keep that within our group and not share it on the outside, especially not with our middle schooler, that would be wonderful because then it will be a safe space. We want to be kind. We want to show respect for one another. We want to use respectful language. And we want to take turns talking. If people are talking over each other, then it's hard to understand what people are trying to say. And we want to begin on time and end on time. Time is not the easiest thing for me, so I will be assigning someone to be the timekeeper that will let us know at the 10-minute mark and the 5-minute mark so that we'll be able to end on time because I do want to be respectful of the time that you're giving us to be here today out of your busy schedule. I just want to thank everyone for coming today. Thank you to the school and staff for setting up the room. Now, don't forget to pick up a pom-pom on the way out. It's a reminder that you are your child's biggest cheerleader. Yay!